All right, Coach. So let's talk Defensive Player of the Year.
Let's do it.
All right. So you know a lot of the voters, right? What are they looking for?
They're looking for a good defender who stops his man. The best defenders elevate their teammates and stop entire offenses.
Right.
Look at Gobert. The way he affects so much space around him and around his teammates. Dwight Howard was the same way.
Ooh, KG.
Yeah, KG was the same.
Okay. So, in your opinion, who was the best you ever saw at elevating his teammates on defense?
Ooh, you really want to know who?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy didn't average a block or steal.
Okay, who that?
Rodman.
Wow,
I never saw anyone do more things that didn't have stats for than Rodman. But anyone watching couldn't miss his value, including the voters. He won Defensive Player of the Year 2 years in a row.
Crazy. You know, people like stats too, though. You know, steals, rebounding, blocks. But you don't really see someone win those type of awards today without some statistical dominance. So
blocks and steals are great, but sometimes taking a charge and bumping the screener makes all the difference. That moment tells you what's needed, MP. Just trust your instincts, make winning plays, and the awards will follow.
See, people, that's why we're interviewing this guy. Facts. Quantum facts. Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
About game time, bring the pain time.
Power forward, that's 6'9". Number 29, Kg7.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a great time to check out the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up across the league. Take a look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And when I look at the Suns, they are the team we expected to be here. And taking the top spot from playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then it's Zach Edey. And for the Suns, P.J. Washington is out there with House. Then it's Malone. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Green in at the 2. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players. But only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
And NP is let everyone know he really wants to take home Defensive Player of the Year.
And I love that MP has put out a specific objective. It's something that he is working hard towards, making an impact on the defensive end, making things tough on the opponent. Everyone will be watching to see how he plays.
And let's check in with Ellie. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
Facing off tonight are two of the best players in the league at getting stops. I asked MP how much it would mean to him to be named Defensive Player of the Year, and he told me that his effort helps win games for his team. That's what it's all about. He said if I win the award too, that's just icing on the cake.
Well, we know what they say. Defense wins championships. And we appreciate that great report.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson throws it down home.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
MP, that's for two. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And here is Wells. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Launches it. And it's Jaren Jackson with the three. Jackson's got his third bucket of the
Jay is a stretch five. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Now here's Morant. He had 25 points last game. Stolen by Washington. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Pass to Mario. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Kg Jackson. He's checked in for Edie. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense. And
Wow!
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. MP with the bounce pass. Back to Booker, just 9 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Over the course of his career, Book has never been afraid to pull the trigger from deep. He has supreme confidence in that joker.
Here, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player is so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
Yep, it counts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Booker is screen on Jackson. Lobbed up there for Booker. And a point by Booker.
And you don't see Booker throw down too many lobs, but the opportunity was there, and he took it.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 3-point lead coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you can just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Johnny's checked in for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Booker dishes to Dunn. Pass to Malawach. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Wells. Morant outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Booker. And it's Morant missing.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
And Kg Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. MP against Jackson. And there's Booker on the assist by House. House has got 3 assists in the game.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Green against Morant. Five to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. Rebound by House. MP with video game number. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yes, the power of the two-man game after all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Morant with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percent.
Pass to Booker. To the paint. Here's Malawach. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now here's Dosunmu. Dunn covering. Jackson a screen on Dunn. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And for the word is in, they've decided that the call stands as it was made on the court.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Memphis. And that one falls for Jackson. Both free throws good from Jackson. The Suns trail.
All right, y'all can hear me. What's going on, Nate, man? What's good? What's good?
The Suns. House comes in for Dunn. And Washington subbed in for Booker. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And Rollins subbed in for Morant. So on the floor for Memphis. A front line of Jackson and Jackson Jr. Rollins is out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Dosunmu in a small foul.
I'll take that foul.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I didn't even see what the score was.
Much improved as a score as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc.
We got the lead. That's all that matters.
I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He ended up with 37 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up.
Man, why did he come get in the way? I called the ISO.
Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. He won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Here's House. They get it back. Williams gets to Washington. MP against Jackson.
I didn't expect you to run that quick. That was a terrible play. You normally go around the court. You decide to start now one screen.
Pass to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
So me though a little bit. Gotta lock in.
6 to shoot. MP against Jackson. Rebound by House. House has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
Swing the ball, PJ.
Collins the pass to Jackson. Jackson a screen on MP.
Bro, Mark, you just didn't do nothing on that play, man. You got to pop out on that. Y'all switch in the most inopportune times, but when it's necessary, y'all don't ever want to switch.
He's checked in for Dosunmu, and it's John Morant in for Rollins. MP against Yabusele. Here's House. There it is. His second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Yabusele setting a screen for Morant.
Yeah, Mark, bro, I'm not finna help you. Because you not doing nothing. You just out there playing no man's land.
NV outside. Washington with the screen on Yabusele. Here's House. Another one falls for Phoenix. Anytime you get an easy
Hey, nah, man, that's you. You just had to get to the bucket.
Jackson with the screen.
But a lot of people don't like to live in the mid-range no more, man. They be saying it's a lost art. I'm weak. I'm weak. Nah, I ain't the midi man.
And it's Morant missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Outside Green. MP outside.
I need to stop trying to shoot that with the button. I don't shoot with the button no other time.
Right now, with this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Morant. Rebound by House. House has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Set the screen. What are you doing? Bro.
Williams, screen on Morant. The drive by him.
Mark don't want to play today or something. Just get him off the court, coach.
He is such a great athlete. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't know what he got going on.
Approach things a little differently, I think. Blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Well, they're starting
But nah, really, Nate, what got me into really using my mid-range is like, I want to say like 2K22, 23, somewhere in there, they started tying your mid-range and your 3-point together to your badges. So it's like, mid-range is always cheaper, so go with the cheaper mid-range, go with the low 3 ball, and, just make it as good as where you feel consistent with it. So like, especially on here, when I got my max +2, I use it on my gold set shot so that it's on legend. And I definitely shoot a lot better. Oh, that was quick. You waking up, dude? You got your pacifier? Hey, relax. Daddy's right here. Come on. There you go. You waked up?
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those.
I know somebody who probably wants to see you, but you gotta wait till halftime. It's only a minute left. Is that okay? Can you wait till halftime?
He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire. Taking it to the rack.
I feel like you're not trying to wait till halftime. Do you remember what time you and mommy got home?
He's got 11.
No? Okay.
46 seconds left to play here in the half.
Okay. You said around 3?
Phoenix grabs the miss.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
And they continue to control the glass. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just team trying to get back into a game like
You got like less than 30 seconds left. I just need you to hold out. I'm about to take you to it. See, there's only one possession left.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
MP with the bounce pass. With 3, Booker.
Devin, you're a whore.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding out an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Phoenix Suns.
They're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Man, I already won the dunk contest.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
What?
Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
That's crazy. Donovan, really?
We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force.
Make sure y'all ready to have kids when y'all have kids.
That's a difficult challenge.
That's a lot of work. Hey! But not as much work as I'm giving these niggas.
That's a great read from Booker. Finding his teammate on that pick and roll.
It's a great look at that move from the connected cam, sponsored by
Oh, okay. Just didn't even move, right?
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allen. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most contestable scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Oh, yeah.
Behind that jam, D-Book looking to send a message.
Morant against Booker. It's Morant. Wow! Unbelievable.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
Oh, it was perfect. He just had too much length. He could get back there.
You can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Here's Heaney. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. House has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Dang, just didn't even do the dribble move no more. Hold on. Get right with you.
And it's back to the basket for over 5.
Oh, dang, I forgot about that call. I need to lock in. Wasting possessions.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective
Wasting possessions. Oh, actually, I was supposed to pull up my phone so I could actually read that whole message. What did I do with that? Hey, let me see that. Before I read the whole message, right on, Breccians. Appreciate it. I try my best, but let me see what you actually said fully. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta switch the counts. Need all the views I can get. Yeah, right on, man. I just seen the other message you saying you're gonna be deadly by the time 27 come out. You funny, man. Hey, as long as you give him a bucket, that's all that matters.
Right now.
Pass to Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Wells finds Jackson. Lets it go.
Step up, bro. Come on, man. You gotta step up on that.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Swing that back, look.
Fires the 3. Rebound by House.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
Oh my. Oh my. What is that? Between the legs? Under the legs? In the middle of a game? Crazy.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Wells with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Fires from deep.
Yeah, no. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. This is what I do. This is what I do.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Wells in the corner. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside for Jackson. Memphis needs to get off.
He don't even want to shoot no more than got a shot blocked play.
Goes on Zampini. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They wasn't ready for the work they walked into today. I'm shooting terribly. Yeah, 9 for 17 ain't bad. It's a little 3%. I only got 2 assists. 2 assists or 3? Cancel.
Suns lead by 12.
I got 2 blocks, 4 assists.
MB with a screen on Morant.
What a dime, Greg. Okay.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Outside Jackson.
He's Carblito.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Look at the Suns. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Memphis, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Suns, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
Booker gets a screen from House. Lets it go from the wing, and it falls over the rim and in. Booker's got 13 points.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Morant downhill, and then Morant slams it in.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
There's a good screen. MP against Jackson. Here's House. Green breaking loose, and that one's good. House has got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. And here's Morant. 21 points in the game. Morant with another miss.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
No good from Booker. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now Wells, still yet to score. Here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant plays his way inside.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Donnie's checked in for P.J. Washington. Booker gets a screen from House. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's the screen. And the rejection by Jackson. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Owens is checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Jackson in the corner. Lets it go with the three.
And they've won the rebound battle so far.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
MP against Rollins. Here's House. The layup off target. For Memphis, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Jackson passes to Jerome. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Murphy. Here's Rollins. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Murphy, a screen on Yabusele. House can't get it to fall. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Osumu finds Yabusele. Jackson, a screen on down. Here's Dosunmu. And again, Memphis no good. Suns have gone better than 53% of the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
The Grizzlies shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Jackson setting the pick here for Jerome. The three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Murphy. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. House has got 5 assists in the game. High post, Jackson puts up a 3. gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got 11 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an...
With some changes. Morris checked in for those shooters. And it's Morant in for Wallace. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
I like this throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
They've done so many things well in this one, including getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of easy points.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Hard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. A front line of Jackson and Jackson Jr. And it's more in at the small forward position. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. Zach Edey, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Wells comes in for Rollins. Here's House. Carries the jump shot. House has got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Here's Edey. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Shafino. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Green. For the three. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix.
And that was from Green looking absolutely fearless there.
Here's Edey. Now, here's MP. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Can't complete the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Wells' shot is good.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
MP from deep three-point land. Another three for Phoenix.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to find it on.
Pass to Edey. Jackson fires. What a response. Hitting a three of their own.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Suns leading by 12. MP. Go! Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Edey with it. Shoots the three. And it doesn't go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jackson against MP. Booker is screen on Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. 1:53 left in the fourth. Edey with a screen on Green. Morant against Booker. And it misses. And so MP will bring it out to the Suns. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Suns leading by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear win, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, he really made his presence felt defensively. Blocking shots, altering shots, he was their anchor.
MP deciding where to go with it. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Jerome. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Moore. Overdone. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer King-Tyler.
You've talked about your desire to win Defensive Player of the Year. Did tonight feel like a push in the right direction?
Yeah, but Coach keeps reminding us there's a lot of seasoning. So, you know, lots can happen. So we have to stay sharp. The effort was there, though, tonight. Now we just got to build on it.
I'm sure you will, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler.